Good morning, everybody, and I am Dan Cronin with FBG, FatballGuyRacing.com, and we've got some tremendous specials going on for the Breeders' Cup, and this is just a sample of the 14 videos you're going to get, so I hope you enjoy. This is the two-year-old race, and we're going through the pre-entries right now, and for some reason it jumped screens on me, but that's okay. So, you got Battle of Rouge, the other Bob Baffert that did upset the big girl first time out here at the Del Mar debutante, but that was 7 furlongs. Has been off since, and I don't like that layoff. I don't like the layoff for a 2-year-old like that. I don't know why Baffert would have done that. You need to send them a route race, a two-turn race. This one hasn't had it. I could see taking her if you wanted to, but she's not the main one. Explorer is the main one. If you watched her last race, I mean, it couldn't have been any better. She sat back, she waited, she blasted home on the outside, and she ran away from them, and it was a decent group. Uh, didn't set the world on fire numbers wise, but she's the horse to beat depending on post position. Now we get to Iron Orchard, and my buddies just bought this horse, so of course I want her to win, but I don't know if she's good enough. We'll see. The tactics completely changed last time, and she went on and she won. But that was a funny run race. I'm not sure she's going to like the two turns. They paid enough for her, so I sure hope she does. So, but I couldn't fault anybody that took her. I just don't like her very much in here. The next one for Mike McCarthy ran third in the Oak Leaf. If you were looking for a trifecta horse or something like that, I could see tossing her in there. Same with La Wally for Mark Glatt. You know, the good news is she's going to sit back. She's going to blast home. So if the race would fall apart, and every once in a while these 2-year-old filly races do that, there's been some gigantic winners of this race price-wise over the years. This would be one that could blow up the tote board. So if you're making like a big pick four, pick five ticket, I could see taking that one. Meaning I would not use. Now I know there's some people, good handicappers that like this horse. I just referenced back to Connie and Michael years ago when we thought, man, she's a superstar. There's no way she's going to lose. But she only had that one start at Keeneland and she ran off and went easy. Well, she got to the Breeders' Cup and she ran about 4 furlongs and stopped. So I think Meaning will be up there early. I don't think she'll be around later. Percy's Bar. It was a great ride last time by the Axeman Machado to send this horse out of there and beat Tommy Joe to the lead, and it changed the result of the race. If he would have taken back, he'd have probably lost. But in here, I would suggest to him that you probably need to take back unless she draws the rail. And then, of course, you want to send out of there. But if she would draw in the middle of the pack, I would just take a hold of her, let all those speed balls go because she can sit back. She does not need the lead. She's going to be running at the end. Her numbers fit. Everything fits for her to run a big race at a solid number. So I think the price will be right on Percy's Bar. And she's one of my top couple in here along with Explora. Super Cordoba, I don't like at all. I don't think this horse fits in here. Um, and then you get to Tommy Joe. 3 weeks ago, everybody would have said Tommy Joe's probably going to be 3 to 5 in this race. She probably can't lose. She's probably a superstar, and there's nothing we can do. And then the Alcibiades. What happened? What happened? Now, Fierceness did the same type thing through a clunker and then came into the Breeders' Cup Juvenile and win easy. Maybe she'll do that, but you got to demand at least a little bit of a price to be taking her. I don't mind using her in pick fours and pick fives because of that, but I can't single her. So that's the way I evaluate this race for now. I got Tommy Joe, Percy's Bar, and Explora would be the three that I would look at, wait for post positions, odds, things like that. But for now, those are the only ones I would use. So, as we like to say at Fat Ball Guy Racing, don't fall off.